I think the message that cuts are sending out is really very, very serious. Actually, the creative industries are one of the very few industries that are growing and developing in this country. As an example, I'm a director of the Performing Rights Society. We reckon that the music industry is worth about £3.9 billion to the UK economy. So after financial services, music and the creative industries are probably the most important industry we have. And actually what government should be doing is encouraging those industries. As our manufacturing base decreases, it's our creative industries that are actually creating work for us. People tend to think of businesses as things that make widgets. They think of them as factories, they think of them as bottle production lines. Actually, if you look at what the United Kingdom produces, it's ideas, it's creativity, it's, as I say, it's the background music of our lives. And we need to explain to people that's just as important as making a T-shirt or making a piece of a car component. And actually what the government needs to be doing is supporting that economy. What they're doing at the moment is not prioritising the creative industries. They see it as fluffy, light-hearted, perhaps a little bit esoteric. But actually, that's the driving force of our economy. I think people taking songs that belong to someone else and making them funny, quirky, rude, it is a human instinct. But I think we do need to think about what's actually happening there. That's theft. It belongs to someone and someone else is stealing it and altering it. And they're not even benefiting the people who did it. It's not just the incident when you change the song and you make it funny on YouTube. It's the fact that that song will then not be used by advertising agencies in campaigns. You won't get put on albums because the music, people will then see your song as distorted, perhaps part of that joke. So it actually devalues the song. So it's not just the immediate income you lose, it's any future income you lose as well. The purpose of an advertising campaign is to promote a product or service. So if people spontaneously take that ad and send it out 4 million times, then as an advertising agency, you're thrilled to pieces. Because what you're doing is trying to sell the product. And so effectively someone's giving you free marketing, but that free marketing will sell more product and service. If you have a song which you distort or denigrate, what you're doing is ensuring it won't earn any more income. So it's completely the reverse. Actually explaining the process of creativity, particularly in music creativity, is extraordinarily difficult. And so it's very difficult to package that essence and then decide how much you need to charge for it. And I think one of the genuine dilemmas we all have is how do you recognize real creativity, real innovation, and how do you reward it? Some of the best creative ideas on earth were probably done in 3 minutes. And I think that's one of the reasons why the creative industry isn't taken so seriously. And so many decisions these days are made by accountants. And I love accountants. Accountants are perfectly lovely people. But they are always looking for things that can be measured. And the problem about creativity is it can't be measured in easy ways. You can't say that was a pound of brilliant ideas. That was 4 ounces of innovation. But actually, some small creative insights can radicalize a product or service, can change overnight a market. My argument is that because it's not easy to identify moments of creativity, accountants prefer to count objects. And creativity isn't an object. It's a concept, it's an innovation, it's an insight. But it's actually more powerful than counting bottles. And what we need to do is explain to people how vital creativity is and that moment of creativity is. And we need to find mechanisms for paying for that so that advertising agencies will go on creating great campaigns. I think essentially we are going to have to move to a model which is payment by result. So this is how many cars I sell now. I give that campaign to an advertising agency, perhaps 2 advertising agencies, and I reward on what happens next. And that's the appropriate way of doing it, because it may be that one agency will have 10 staff working on it for months and months and months, and then will come up with something slightly better than the marketing that went before. Another agency will have 1 guy or 1 woman sitting there, smoking wacky backy, come up with a brilliant idea and triple sales. That's fine.